What's up? My name is James P2F Fighting, and I got a request from Anthony Jennings. This is Sunday Fun Day, so we're gonna do a fun one today. And I can give you a story that's pretty funny. So the question from Anthony is, did rival martial artists ever stop by your dojo and challenge the members like in a gym war? So Anthony, I will tell you that first of all, yes, that did happen. But second of all, I was the asshole that walked around challenging people. It was me that did that. Um, I had, I had, you know, they used to say that I took karate. I took Shotokan karate, or a very similar offshoot called Kosutemi Seikan. And when I got to blue belt, which is one of the beginner, we have white, yellow, blue, green, purple, brown, 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 and black. So blue's way at the bottom, right? They say that once you get near the middle ranks, you learn just enough to get your ass kicked. You get brave thinking you know a lot, but you barely know anything, right? So when I got my blue belt, I was kind of brave because I was fighting in tournaments and I was always winning. There was one point where I didn't lose a fight for 5 years, so a kumite match, and so I thought I was big shit. So first of all, for the people that will come to us, it never happened like if you watch the old Gracie videos where you'll see the karate guys in the gym with the Gracie guys and they're all chilling, but they're fighting each other, right? It sort of happens like that. You don't walk in someone's school and look at the nearest person and slap them and throw your glove down. Like it's not like that. You walk, you bring. We would have people that would come to my sensei. I trained at Fairmont Karate Academy, and my sensei was Ralph Sumlin. And people would come to our school, our dojo, and they would bring their students with them, and we would have friendly sparring matches, right? And this happened. This happened. And so I know some of the people that's going to watch this video know all about this, and so they're probably going to tell my sensei Ralph, but you know it happened, and it probably happened to you too. And so sometimes those matches were fun, and then but there was always a little bit of a rivalry anytime that would happen, right? So it never came off like a challenge match or a gym war because martial artists have respect for each other. But when you bring your students into someone else's school, there's always going to be that, like, I got to defend my school. You walked in here, I'm going to have to whip your ass. It's in your head. You don't say it, but it's in your head. And they're going to come in like, nah, I'm taking over this motherfucker. Like, that's how it is to the students. The teachers are friends, but they know what they're doing too. You don't let them act like, oh, this is all peace and kumbaya. No, they're each testing their students. It's, steel sharpens steel. So my school was very good at fighting. We kumita'd so much. He made us fight every class. We were really good at it. So people would come to our dojo looking for a fight sometimes. And we had some real healthy sparring matches. And and they were fun. I want to drop names, but those people are probably going to watch this video, so I'm not going to drop any names. But we've had some encounters where it got bloody sometimes, and the teachers would just let it happen. Our one thing I loved about my sensei is he would let us fight, man. He wouldn't hold us back. He'd let us go, and so it was always fun to spar. It was my favorite thing to do. Uh, I won most, didn't win them all, uh, and I learned some healthy lessons from people from other styles. I remember meeting a Sifu named Mike Marshall. I'm gonna drop his name because that was insane. He did this thing where he put Tiger Balm on his arm and he had me stand like straight like this and he struck the side of my arm and the chi just sizzled through me. It hurt so bad. It was unbelievable. I've never felt nothing like that. I gotta talk about him because that was a situation that I was never in and it was amazing. Like to know that that really worked, it was crazy. So I gotta drop his name because he came down with some students and we had a good old slugfest that day and he was awesome. Now back to me being an asshole walking around challenging people. I used to do that. we had a street called Fairmont Avenue. And on Fairmont Avenue, there were a lot of martial arts schools. You had Fairmont Karate Academy, and then if you go further up the street, you had some karate schools, some kung fu schools. If you went further down, you had some aikido going on until it went downtown and up into, and then you had other streets that had. There was a lot of martial arts in Lowell, Fairmont, West Virginia. Trust me, there's a lot of high quality martial arts in Fairmont, West Virginia. You just believe what I'm telling you. Champions have come out of there. So, you want to look for some issues, go there. You'll find all you want in Fairmont, West Virginia. But anyway, I used to go over there. I walked into a school. I'll tell you about a ass whipping I took one time. I walked into this school, and it was a kung fu school. And I don't remember the two guys that are going to watch this were there, but I don't know if they remember. My dude Russell and Dale. I'm not going to say their last names, but they're my boys. I walked in there thinking I was gonna, beat some people up, and I ended up sparring the teacher, and his name was Shay McCullough, and Shay absolutely whooped my ass all over all over that place. On top of the fact that before that started, I wanted to warm up the way they did, and he was doing these knuckle push-ups on this hardwood floor with his knuckles, with his fingers. It's like we don't do that. So I was like, man, this is absolutely crazy what he's doing, and everyone's doing it. He's doing them with his wrist. He had his wrist. He's doing these wrist push-ups. I was like, what the hell is that? So yeah, by the time I got done warming up, I was already hurting. And then he was not dumb. He knew why I was there. So he let me fight him first. And I took an entire ass kicking. So this happened, right? And I did not win them all for sure. But in that same building was a karate school. Not going to drop the teacher's name, but I walked in there and I beat up a couple students in there, and I didn't get to spar the teacher, but I whooped the student so bad, and I wanted to fight the teacher too. But I just, I was a troublemaker, man. I mean, I won a lot of tournaments, and I ended up winning the world championship too in standing martial arts. And it was from things like that. Like you gotta test yourself. And sometimes, like you learn with the Gracie videos, those guys approach Gracie, hey, we want to fight y'all, and they learned a lesson, but you learn. So they're not gym wars, they're learning experiences. They build character. Uh, Sometimes I will go in and beat people up, and sometimes I will block punches and kicks with my face, and it will hurt a lot. So yeah, these things happen, man. But they were fun. They were all good experiences. I ended up being friends with everyone there because you got to be respectful even when you win or when you lose. You got to be respectful regardless of what happens. uh, when I got my ass kicked, you bow. When you whip someone's ass, you bow and you keep your mouth shut. Don't walk out talking about who you beat up and stuff. Don't do that. I'll talk about the ass kickings I took, but I'm not going to talk about the people I beat up because that's disrespectful. So yeah, you got to keep it 100 with martial arts. But yeah, these things happen. They happen to me, and I did it to others. So anyway, that's my answer. Great question, Anthony. I will post this to your link right here. And if y'all have any other questions, hit me up. Like and subscribe. Holla at your boy.